Hi guys, I am so excited for this video. A little bit ago I posted a video called Makeup Launches No One Cared About in 2017. I really enjoyed filming that video. You guys seem to really like it too, and I have been absolutely itching to start a series on my channel where I can share more opinionated type stuff, kind of like Laura Mae Beauty's Tube Talks. I'm gonna link her down below. You guys should go subscribe. I have been really inspired by those videos, but I wanted to do stuff that's more based around different products in the community. So I'm officially starting a new series on my channel called Make Up Your Mind. And I'm going to talk about makeup related things that I have made my mind up about. I have opinions and I want to share them. Let me know if you guys are excited for this series, if there's anything in particular that you think would be really cool to see. Also really fast, I attempted to recreate an old tutorial from the electric palette, so I will link that down below. So today's video is going to be products people buy that they know won't work for them. And I am reading off the list I made on my phone, so if you wonder why I'm looking down, that is why. Just a disclaimer, obviously these are only my opinions. If you have purchased one of these things and you actually use it all the time and you fall into the type of person I mentioned, please don't be offended. This is just the trends that I have found after watching people's decluttering videos and seeing what people don't use, but you know, this is only my personal opinion. I feel like there are a lot of products people buy because either they get sucked into the hype, they get sucked into a packaging or a pretty factor of the product, and for whatever reason they buy this product and there's this voice in the back of their mind saying, you're not going to use that, you know you're not going to use that, and they buy it anyway. We have all done this. I have a list here, and what inspired this whole video is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter in Trophy Wife. This is a bright yellow highlight with a gold shift, and this is so clearly made to be used as a highlighter for people of darker skin tones. Now, if you want to do anything that's editorial, or if you're looking for a certain look for like a photo shoot, like you do you, but I have seen so many really white people buy this highlighter. And by really white, I mean like my skin tone or lighter. Like, people buy it because it's pretty and it's Rihanna, and they see like maybe medium to dark skin tones talking about this and they think I want that, but why? That's gonna sit in your highlighter drawer. It kind of just like boggles my mind how people, this is a $34 highlighter, and I just don't understand. Like, I would never purchase this. This does not appeal to me at all because I could never ever use this. I don't think I would use it as an eyeshadow, because I don't know, I wouldn't, and I just could never put this on my face. And you know, I've seen these people say like, oh, like maybe it doesn't work on my skin tone, but like it's so beautiful I had to pick it up. And I just, that is $34 that you could spend with anything else. I don't understand it. Kind of going off of that, when really white people buy bright blushes like this or this or this, I see a lot of people doing blush declutters, and they'll have a bright purple blush or a bright red blush. What comes to my mind is the Urban Decay blushes, because I see a lot of people have those in their declutters, and they always say, I have to keep this shade because it's unique to my collection. There is a great reason why that shade is unique to your collection. It's because, girl, it doesn't work for you. You have to use such a light hand, you have to blend it out. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like super pigmented blushes. I like to be able to have a blush and like build it up, and if I tap my brush into something and I put it on my face and I look like a clown, I'm not keeping it. I'm not using that, I'm not reaching for that, so I don't understand why people buy this. Now, I know I've seen Goodnight Moon ASMR. She's a super pale person. She owns these bright red blushes. She makes it work. Props to her, and if you do too, good for you. But I know the majority of the people who are really pale buying those blushes, they're not going to use them. It doesn't matter if it's unique to your collection. Like, that doesn't mean anything if it's not gonna be something you reach for. The next thing is when neutral girls buy that one expensive, colorful palette because they want to get into color, and specifically the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, because I saw so many people buy this and say, I really want to get into color, so I'm gonna buy it. And I'm not sure if this went on sale at some point. I think it was limited edition, but this is an Urban Decay palette. This is expensive. It was probably, you know, at least $50 or over. This is very personal to me, but obviously I am into color. I recently just got into color, and here's how I got into color. I started to look at my palettes that I already owned, and I started to go for the one pop of color inside of them. And I was doing looks with those, you know, small pops of colors in my collection that I had, and then I felt like, you know what, I have all these gaps in my collection, I don't have any blues or really any purples, so I bought the electric palette and I bought a BH Cosmetics palette because I wanted more color. That's, to me, how you get into color. You gravitate towards it in what you already own, and then you go out and you buy something new that's gonna add to your collection. I just don't think it works like that. To be a super neutral eyeshadow wearer and then buy a new shiny expensive palette with color and say, because I wanna get into color, I just don't think it happens. And then you have this colorful palette and it's sitting in your collection and you're never using it, but you think, oh, I can't get rid of it because I could use it for Halloween, or it's unique to my collection. All the things people say when they should declutter something but they don't in decluttering videos. I don't think it's the way to approach getting into color. If I had bought the electric palette 6 months ago, I don't think I would have known what to do with it. Now that I have made the transition, I'm excited for it, but I think you have to first look at your collection and start to play around with color, even if it's more neutral color, before you just buy like a neon palette. The next one really ticks me off, and this is products that people buy for the name. I have a very specific product in mind. This is the Too Faced Soulmates Ross and Rachel Bronzer and Blush Duo. Now, this is long gone. This was limited edition, but I never once heard a good review of this product. This product was terrible. The bronzer was super orange, it was like patchy, I think it got hard pan easily, and how the hell are you supposed to get to that blush? You're not. It's not a practical thing to own, but everybody bought it because of friends, because they love Ross and Rachel, and it just doesn't make sense to me, because when you're displaying this product, you don't see Ross and Rachel, like you don't see it saying Soulmates Ross and Rachel. It doesn't add any value in your life. Like, what I think people personally should have done, instead of buying this, which was probably $30, they should have bought like a $10 Ross and Rachel mug. You can put brushes in that, you can display that, you can use that to drink your coffee every day. Like, I just think there's so many more practical ways to support characters, and I see this a lot. Like, I know that I've seen someone buy a lipstick because it had a Buffy reference, or just stuff like that, where it's just like there's so many other ways that you could show your love for the TV show or whatever it is besides a name. I can see more if it's a packaging thing, like the Alice in Wonderland Urban Decay collab collection thing. When that came out, I can get behind that. Like, it's this beautiful piece, and if you're buying it because you're displaying it in your house as a display piece, that makes sense, but you're never gonna see the name of this product. I just don't think people should buy things for the names. If this was called Too Faced Blush and Bronzer Duo, no one would have bat an eye at it. It would have came and went, and it would have just been forgotten. The next thing are these liquid highlighter drops. I think Cover FX just came out with some, but these have been around for a long time, and I feel like, you know how everyone says that they don't really use cream products? I feel like this is cream products, but on steroids. This is like a liquid product. So if you know yourself and you know that you're not going to put a stick cream product on your face, you're never going to use these drops, but they're beautiful and people buy them because they look like unicorns, and people on Instagram do the thing where they like drop it and it looks like tears down your face or whatever. At least for the Cover FX drops, they're like $40 or $44. It's just crazy to me. I know that highlighters are beautiful, but you should really buy something that you like. And, you know, again, it doesn't matter if this is a unique product. I just know that the majority of people don't use these cream or liquid products. products. Next, I'll just do a quick one because this isn't a specific product, it's just a group of products, and I'm going to be talking about foundations that don't match your preferred needs. So if there is a hyped foundation that is not your finish or it's not your desired coverage, I feel like we just get so sucked into hype, and sometimes people can say like, oh, this is the best foundation ever, and then you buy it because you think it's the best foundation ever, but maybe it's super full coverage and you're not a full coverage person. I just feel like in general, we have to be more aware that not every makeup product is going to work for everyone, and I feel like nobody talks about that. Like, if you watch those big beauty gurus, they say, this is the best product ever, you need this in your life, everyone go out and buy it. And it's like, no, how about you say, this is a really good product, if you like a matte finish and a medium coverage, you might enjoy this if you don't already have 1,000 foundations. I'm just so over the you need this right now sentence that every beauty guru always says, and I feel like sometimes with foundations, they're so hyped that I don't even know what finish they are. Like, I can't even tell you from the amount of people talking about them because everyone is just saying, you need it, but it's not like, why is it good? Do you know what I mean? It's just like, nope, you need it right now. I feel like we need to be more conscious of why we're saying those things instead of just telling everyone like, drop everything and run to the store. By the way, I have heard so many people say that in videos, drop everything and run out and buy this. Don't do that. Don't drop anything, don't run out and buy anything. Do your research, listen to reviews, look at your own collection, shop your stash first. It just, maybe I should do another video in this series about something like that because it just pisses me off. The next one is something, again, that was a little while ago, and this is nude lips that don't work for everyone, specifically MAC's Velvet Teddy. And this is talking from personal experience. I remember a couple years back, Velvet Teddy was so popular, it was out of stock constantly, and I was never trying to buy it, I just saw everyone saying how it was out of stock. Because I was young and didn't have money to buy MAC lipsticks, looked for dupes for this. And I just, again, it was like no one was explaining to me that different nude shades work different for different skin tones, and this was way before I could figure that stuff out. Like, I listened to these beauty gurus, what they said, I did it. And so I looked for all these dupes. I found a Wet n Wild dupe for Velvet Teddy, and I never wore it because it looked like concealer lips on me. And it was very, very frustrating, and I feel like when we rave about these different lip products, I feel like now it's a little different because now there's too many lip products to rave about one shade. Even 2 years ago, people were raving about Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip sheet lip liner. And I feel like today it's just gone. Like, there's way too many lipsticks for people to be raving about one shade. Back when that was a whole thing, it was like no one was talking about the fact that different shades work different for different people. And I think, you know, now if there are still shades that people are raving about, I think we need to keep that in mind. And I definitely fell for that. I didn't know that these products wouldn't work for me, and then when I found that they did, I was still looking for dupes because I was like, no, it must work. It works for everyone. Not for me. I looked like I had concealer on my lips. And the last one, I think I'm going to do a video on this, and I'm gonna go off on like many different points. So let me know if that sounds interesting, but this is something on sale that you had no interest in buying at full price, but now you can't pass up on a good deal. I have so many feelings on this, but I feel like there are so many times when people say like, oh, I had absolutely no interest in this, but then it went on sale, so I thought like, oh, why not, right? And sometimes it's not even cheap, like it's not even inexpensive. It'll go on sale for half off, but if it's a $60 eyeshadow palette, you're still paying $30. I just don't get this one. Like, I feel like it's the type of thing where people think, I can't miss a good deal. People are like, no, I can't miss the deal because it's the deal. I can't miss it. Like, it'd be terrible of me to pass up this great offer. And let me just be the first to tell you, you never have to get something because it's on sale, because it's a good deal. Save your money for what you actually want and what you'll actually enjoy. Okay guys, so that was everything for this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I so look forward to other new videos in this series. I will see you guys very soon. Bye.